welcome back to the WHHI Daily News as we continue our discussion about the sperm whale that was beached here on Hilton Head Island. We have with us today Dr. Bridget Baker. She is a wildlife veterinarian with the University of Florida, one of the partners in providing assistance for this event. I do want to share with you that we know that it was 31 feet long and it was a juvenile male, and it was 22,000 pounds. So it has now been buried on actually the beach on Hilton Head Island. So Dr. Baker, let's jump right in and have you share the role of University of Florida and the other partners, please.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm a part of the University of Florida's Marine Animal Rescue Program, and our program is part of the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA's Southeast Marine Mammal Stranding Network. And as you saw unfolding this week, responding to a whale stranding is complicated and is a collaborative, all hands on deck type of event. And in this case, NOAA Fisheries quickly assembled a team to mount a response, and that team included our program, the Marine Animal Rescue Program at University of Florida, as well as Lowcountry Marine Mammal Network in South Carolina, the Georgia Department of Natural Resources, Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, University of North Carolina at Wilmington, Georgia Aquarium, Savannah State University. And additionally, on site, we also worked really closely with the town of Hilton Head Island, law enforcement, the South Carolina Department of Natural Resources, right, and even a heavy equipment operator. Mm-hmm. So it really takes a village.
It certainly does. And we know the necropsy has been conducted, but it's going to take a little time. Is that right, Dr. Baker, to get the results?
Yes, it does take several months to get the results. In this case, we were able to perform a very thorough necropsy or postmortem examination on the animal. We did find further evidence of malnutrition in the animal, but we also collected samples for looking at things like disease and toxins, as well as teeth to get a better age estimate, and ear bones for acoustic disturbance or underwater noise pollution.
So we had been reporting that the whale was emaciated, and of course euthanasia was the best option for the whale. And why, again, was that decided?
Yeah, so sperm whales are listed as endangered under the Endangered Species Act, as well as depleted under the Marine Mammal Protection Act. So the decision to euthanize was not made lightly in this case. This was a young male, as you mentioned, who was very skinny, very far away from its normal habitat. So it was clear that he had been debilitated for quite a long time, likely a month, but probably even longer than that. And so it was deemed that it was an extremely low chance of success to return the whale to the water.
And the mammals strand when they're injured or they are sick and they just really cannot return to normal life in the ocean. Is that right?
Yes, and particularly for sperm whales, who are a really deep ocean species, seeing them that close to shore or even on beach really indicates that they are severely debilitated. They can strand for all sorts of different reasons, including malnourishment, but also things like very complex ocean and weather conditions, naturally occurring toxins, human-introduced environmental contaminants, human-caused injuries, disease, lots of different factors.
So Dr. Baker, why was a decision made to bury the whale on the beach right here in Hilton Head Island?
Sure, I wasn't totally involved with that decision making, but in other circumstances like this, we can sometimes tow the whale out to sea. Whale falls, whale carcasses at the bottom of the ocean provide important nutrients. But in this case, because we did have to heavily sedate the whale before euthanasia, the euthanasia drugs that we use are not toxic, but we don't want those sedative medications being out in the food web. And so burying the animal was the safest thing. And logistically, it's much easier to do that in the place where the animal strands.
All right, well, very good. Thank you for your update. Thank you for your service and your work with the many, many partners in this incident that we had here in Hilton Head. Very unusual for us, but we appreciate all of your assistance and your guidance and your service. Dr. Bridget Baker, wildlife veterinarian with the University of Florida. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back with more WHHI Daily News. Don't go away.